Good morning. I'm going to do a quick get up and go because I'm actually going to get up and go. There's a suicide prevention walk with yoga and things like that going on today, so I don't want to overdo it. So we're going to do a short video this morning and just get up and go and have some great time doing some yoga. And of course my kitty is right there in the way. You're going to just go over, Pipe. Let's go over, baby. Starting on our backs, focusing on our breathing, nice deep breathing, gently pulling those shoulder blades together. Even when we do a brief yoga, we can spend a few minutes focusing our breathing, moving our bodies, waking up for the day. So even the very shorter ones can be a great way to start the day. So breathing in deeply, transitioning to the full breath, the breathing into the belly and then into the top part of the lungs. Bringing that left leg up, gently holding from behind the knee and flexing and pointing. Nice deep breathing. Twisting to the left, to the right. Straightening that leg. Nice deep breathing. Flexing that foot if we can. Might be a little too early for those tendons to be awake yet, but finding the point where we can flex the heel, push it toward the ceiling. And down, pulling that right leg up, flexing and pointing. And twisting to the right and to the left. And straightening that leg. Again, just pushing, trying to flex the foot. My tendons feel really tight this morning. I don't know about you, but it's truly happening. Okay, pulling both knees up, giving ourselves a gentle hug, rocking back and forth. I always like to do this as part of the kind of warm up because our lower backs, often we do a lot of sitting or there's strain or there's a back injury, so really stretching out that lower back is super helpful first thing in the morning. So I'm flexing, pointing. And straighten. And pulling those feet together. Nice deep breathing. And flexing, straightening those legs. So this is what we're doing in staff actually. Our back is straight, our legs are straight. And so when we're sitting in staff, our legs are straight and together. We're going to put our feet down. Moving into bridge, a couple of bridges. So pushing in, inhaling. I like to do the active arms because it wakes those shoulder muscles up. But if you would prefer, you don't need to do the arms, you could just do the hips. We're going to roll over onto our side, getting ready for some prone positions. We're going to do the sequence where we go from child's pose to modified crocodile to modified up dog. I'm sorry, child's pose, modified plank, modified crocodile, modified up dog. So we're keeping, we're not going into the full poses yet. We're not lifting off the bed very much. So when we're in modified crocodile, we're going to pull our elbows in. That helps us with protecting our back, and it also makes the pose a little bit easier. So we're going to transition into child's pose. I'll show you and then we can do a couple. I can really feel the energy flowing this morning. I hope you can too. So I'm going to show you starfish hands, straight arms. So modified plank. This looks really weird on the elevated bed. Modified plank, so our hips are slightly forward. This is table or neutral spine. This is modified plank, modified crocodile, and then we push up and put those hips down for modified up dog, and then we go back to child's pose. So moving with your own breath. Trying to keep the back straight for child's pose and for moving. And one more. And I just transitioned to fists for wrists because the bed is, I mean, I'm literally looking up right now. It may not look like it on the video, but it feels better. It feels like a stronger fist for wrist can help protect the wrist. Transitioning to all fours, we're going to move into a seated position. Nice straight spine, making sure those sit bones are nice and straight. We're going to place that right hand by our right hip and inhale up and arch the back, falling on the exhale, and then inhaling and changing sides, falling on the exhale. Moving with your own breath. Keeping those hips on the bed. Good, and stopping in the center and rolling those shoulders. And rolling forward. And change which foot is in front. Remembering modifications. I'm sorry I'm going through this so quickly today, but remembering if you prefer to have the legs straight on in a seated position, that's perfectly fine. just find the modifications that work for you and use those as we go through these. So nice deep breathing here. Adjusting to the seated. Noticing how different it feels when we're in the different positions, whether it is supine, prone, or seated. Now I'm going to turn because we're going to lean forward and then lean back. Nice straight spine always as we're seated. We're going to walk our hands forward to a point that feels comfortable, and then we're going to drop, remembering that we could use a pillow for this position, placing our hands in a position that feels comfortable. So we can either stay on our arms or we can go all the way down. Nice deep breathing, falling on the exhale. On the inhale, changing to the back, so walking our hands up, protecting that back. We may choose to just remain open like this, or go all the way onto our elbows, or go all the way back. Rolling the head from the left to the right. Piper's playing with the little strings on my pants. And then lifting with the head, tightening those abs and coming up, using the hands and the arms to come up. I do want us to sit here just a moment and let our heads drop, because if we were all the way on our backs, that wasn't exactly a chest opener. So let's do a chest opener, letting our head fall to the point that feels comfortable. And inhaling up, we're going to do a twist to the right, and then actually I'm going to go to the left first so you'll see what the twist looks like from this position. So breathing and turning from the hips, then the heart center, placing those hands, nice straight arm, looking over that shoulder, nice deep breathing. So on the inhale we may relax a little, and then on the exhale go further into the pose. Gentle twist. And one more breath. Good, and then inhaling and changing sides. And we are finished for today. This was a brief kind of get up and go, couple minutes long, 14 minutes long. So I hope you found this to be a useful exercise for you to do, a way to start your mornings or end your day if you choose, to just kind of get the body moving in different directions and stretching and flexing. So I hope you have an amazing weekend, hope you have an amazing day, and namaste.